Alright, let's see if they actually address the issues that I have with this game. And not even just me, but a lot of people have issues with this game. Alright, here we go. 1 minute. Well, my chair is breaking. You can either mean a good sign or a bad sign. Alright, here we go. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Nah, she had that for the last 10 years. Alright. Alrighty then. Let's see if they smoothen out the animations.
Your mom.
Because holy shit, man, that animation is rough. What? Did it just say live in 19 minutes? No shot, right? Oh, here we go.
Another path twisted into the helix.
Here we go, here we go!
So much food we've levied. Gotta have some good meals before we turn it in.
Be careful. Mission complete. The special commissary's here! He's till wherever! The commissary's coming! We bid farewell to your hunger! Hi! We're saved!
Is this Phoebe when she was younger? Probably. Could be. Feels so pixelated. This video looks so pixelated, to be honest. I can count the pixels on the goddamn video, to be honest.
Our story began with the gift of the Heaven Tree. A divine blessing that birthed abundance and marked the dawn of civilization. But the Golden Age was short-lived. From plenty rose greed, from fear, fury. Solarians and Charons crossed blades once more. Another turn in the endless spiral of strife. Children of fate, your paths now entwine. Step forward and seek the origin, and the reckoning long buried beneath the sands of time.
Interesting, they're using a male model for this one. That's interesting. I'm hoping she's actually, like, they show her how fast she is, but she is not that fast. it's all flashy and everything, but I'm like, I'm just curious about the core game itself, you know? Okay.
Sand ropes weave the path beneath. Shouldst thou dream of a pristine sand realm, there lies the beginning of the story.
I love the OST in this game. There are some OSTs that I actually do like in this game.
Someone will pluck you from the briny waters and lead you to a frozen wilderness, where destiny will pose the ultimate test.
Go forth and commence the long, strenuous journey.
For those as insignificant as we, to exchange what little
like the
we have
accent.
for what we desire.
It's probably like my
Is
favorite
that
accent to
not
mimic.
in itself a stroke of fortune?
I'm curious if a naive fool can actually make a difference. Even a little.
You can say that to like any character from any gacha game, to be honest.
If you wish to save all this,
That's literally Castor Ice's ultimate, though. That's pretty funny how they just stole Castor
Set
Ice's
forth
ultimate.
once more. Tread another path twisted
They literally
into
straight up
the
just stole
helix.
Castor Ice's ultimate from Honkai Star Rail. Did she just summon Blue Eyes? She did summon Blue Eyes. Why are they repeating the same trailer again, to be honest? What's going on here? That's crazy though. They literally just stole the ultimate. That's literally just a urban. That's like one-to-one copy, to be honest.
So much food we've levied. Gotta have some good milk before we turn it in.
Be careful.
I don't know which red girl you're talking about.
Mission complete.
I like the animation in this one, to be honest. The animation kind of goes hard on this one. I feel like they can do good animation cutscenes, but they need to do it in the game, to be honest. Especially for certain important, like, scenes.
The special commissary's here.
Because it just feels so cheaper, so when it's like, you know, when the scene itself just doesn't look that great.
The commissary's coming. Bid farewell to your
The
hunger.
commissary is coming.
We're saved.
Alright, are we starting the stream or what's happening?
Our story
Why are we
began
repeating
with
things
the
again?
gift of the Heaven Tree.
What
A
is
divine
happening?
blessing that birthed abundance and marked the dawn of civilization. But the golden age was short-lived. From plenty rose greed, from fear, fury. Solarians and Charons cross blades once more.
Why are we
Another
repeating this
turn
again?
in the endless spiral of strife. Children of fate, your paths now entwine. Step forward and seek the origin, and the reckoning long buried beneath the sands of time.
I'll be honest with you, not very good or so, starting off very well. We're repeating it again, so... Are we just like waiting for it to start or something? Is there like a countdown or something like that, or, you know? What's happening? Imagine the stream is just these trailers over and over again. Dude, that'd be crazy if it is. Nobody's knowing what's happening, to be honest. They're having VTubers scuff. Yeah, I guess so, I guess. Wait, my question is this their first stream? I don't know if this is their first stream or not, actually. Hold on, let me see. Is this like their first stream? Let me see. Have they done live streams in the past? They've done one in the past, but that's about it.
Sand ropes weave the path beneath. Shouldst thou dream of a pristine sand realm, there lies the beginning of the story.
Someone will pluck you from the briny waters and lead you to a frozen wilderness, where destiny
I need to
will
practice that
ultimate
accent so hard,
test.
to be honest.
Go forth and commence the long, strenuous journey.
For those as insignificant as we, to exchange what little we have for what we desire. Is that not, in itself, a stroke of fortune?
I'm curious if a naive fool can actually make a difference, even a little.
Hey, look, it's Caster Rice's ultimate. I couldn't tell the difference. Is this Honkai's
Set
Star
forth
Rail?
once more. Tread another path twisted into the helix.
Are we starting? Jesus Christ. What is happening here? What is going on here? Why are we repeating the same trailer over and over and over again? What's going on here? You know?
So much food we've left.
I think there should be a timer. I feel like it said it's starting in 16 minutes. That's what it said. But it could be maybe it's not starting right away? Question mark? Maybe it's starting in like 30 minutes more? What is this emote they keep posting, to be honest? I don't even know what this emote is. Is it a banana or something? I don't know what this is. I don't even know what's going on here, to be honest. The chat seems to be going a little bit crazy, in my personal opinion. I've been here before. I've played these games before. Is that like a handshake emote? Is that what that is? Hero games? Hero games. I don't know what hero games is. I've never heard of them. Is that like the studio? Is that like a different studio or something? Oh, it's their studio. I see. I just thought it was. I thought it was Pan Studios. That's why. I wasn't paying attention to Hero Studios or Hero Games, anyways.
Abundance and marked the dawn of civilization. But the golden age was short-lived. From plenty rose greed,
I guess we're waiting in like 30 more minutes, I guess? Question mark?
Another turn in the
I think we're waiting in 30 more minutes.
Children of fate, your paths now entwine. Step forward and seek the origin and the reckoning long buried beneath the sands of time.
Yeah, it would be better if they had a timer on their thingy thing instead, personally. I don't like it that they show her in the trailer. She's going like super fast, but she's not even that fast in the game. Oh, is that what they're also posting too as well? Personally, I like the story in this game a lot more than Wu-Wah. I kind of personally don't like the story in Wu-Wah, so... Not really like my cup of tea. You got 2,000 people watching though. That's crazy. One day that'll be us. We'll have 2,000 people watching us as well. One of these days. That'd be pretty cool.
Sand ropes weave the path beneath. Shouldst thou dream of a pristine sand realm,
and we be lost in chat and you forget us? What do you mean forget about you guys? Why would I? You're crazy for saying that. Straight up.
Someone will pluck you from the briny waters and lead you to a frozen wilderness, where destiny will pose the ultimate test.
go forth and commence the
Yeah, not too bad, to be
long,
honest.
strenuous journey.
For those as
Someone will pluck
insignificant
you
as
to the
we,
bride
to
from the
exchange
briny
what little we have
waters.
for what we desire. Is that not in itself a stroke of fortune?
I'm curious
And
if the
lead
naive
you to
fool
a
can actually
frozen
make a difference.
wilderness.
Even a little.
And then I have my absurd fucking British one. Well, you fucking muppet, eh? You call me a fucking wanker, you wanker. Jeez.
If you wish to save
All this.
Set forth once more. Tread another path twisted into
I'm falling asleep waiting for them to start. Shut up, you bloody wanker. Yeah, it looks like we're repeating again. Yeah, looks that's what seems to be happening. Yeah, it looks like it's just a repeat for right now, because I think they're starting in like, yeah. If that's true, I'll definitely cut it right stream.
向大家传达2重螺旋后续的重磅调整。
Major
重磅调
optimization.
整，大刘老师就不要卖关子了，赶紧给大家讲一下吧，是什么重磅调整？
那稍微等一下，我找一个道具。
好
OK， 那就是
Hopefully,
免费
combat is the first
哦
one that
是
they address.
什么免费呢？
那首先呢，第一点就是角色免费，
角色免费，
Every character is
怎么个免费
free.
法？
不止角色免费，
啊
还有武器免费。
Weapons are
哦
free.
武器免费，
对，这个最重要的就是我们取消了我角色和武器的
Wait,
卡池。
what?
未来所有的角色跟武器呢，都可以通过游戏的免费玩法获得。
Through
直到
free
全部收集
gameplay?
那挺好的。
那第二点呢，就是体力无限。
哦，
Unlimited
我这也
stamina?
有。
对，那我们删除了体力的系统。
We've completely
未来呢
removed the
也没有
stamina
那种
system. No
让大家
stamina walls
感受
holding
的体
players
力卡
back.
怎么样
What the fuck?
我第一次听到这个改动的
When I
时候，
first heard about
其实
this
感觉
change,
一
it
大
felt
堆
like
的工
tons
作
of
量
work
都在
waiting
等
for
着我，
me.
然后都不知道从
Didn't
哪里
even
去
know
改
where to start.
甚
What?
至有点其实都不想去改了。但是听完
After
大雄老
hearing the
师
Deca
去
Bear
仔细的
full
讲解之后
breakdown,，
我们具体的修改
I
方案
slowly
其
came
实
around.
慢慢的也接受了。
That's
工作前
fucking
搞这么大改
crazy,
动，确实每个
dude.
部门的工作量都有点爆炸呀。
嗯，工作量
What?
是一方面了，但其实能看到产品更加完善，更符合玩家的反馈啊。
With the
其实我
line
们
of player
觉得是
feedback,
非
it
常
feels it's worth it.
那我们重点
Let's dig
讲
into
到
the
我们
stamina
现在
system a
这个
bit
体力系
more.
统吧。那就是说，之前的测试当中，
In the last test, a lot of players complained about it and said our gameplay, which is built around fast pace and getting blocked by stamina, felt pretty
对，
bad.
我自己
Yeah.
上侧玩的时候，其
But last
实
test,
在体力
I had
方面有
tons of
非常
complaints
多
about
想吐槽的
stamina.
点啊。我自己，比如说我自己刷本，
For example,
刷着刷到，因为我们有连
are
战
they
嘛，
going the
刷第三波、
Warframe
第四波的
route?
时候，
I'm
其实我还
curious
想
if that's
继
what
续
they're
刷，
doing.
但是呢，这个时候提醒我体力不够了，
But
但是
how
我
expensive
感觉好
is
像
to
要逼
get
着我要
these
买体力，但我
characters
不想买
though?，
哎，这时候非常难
That's the
受啊
question to ask.
啊！就算我们后面在测试过程
Even
中给我
later
们
in
投放了
tests,
很
when
多
we
这
handed
个
our
免
loads
费的
of
体料
stamina
啊，但是
potions,
总感
it
觉哪
still
里不
didn't
舒
feel
服。
great.
所以
If it
就是因
granted
为这些不
RNG
舒服，所以我
drop,
们经过内部讨论最
probably
终决定删掉这个体力系统，将
entirely
选择权
stamina
交还给
system,
玩家。
choice back
那
to
这里面
players.
所有的委托副
That
本
means every
啊，还有
commission
养成
dungeon,
材
whether
料、武器
upgrade
图
mats
纸
or
甚至珍贵的
blueprints.
素材，还有逆函那副本，其实我们都删除
What
体力。
the
简单来讲就
fuck,
是
dude? That's
想怎么刷就怎么刷，大家也不要
crazy.
受到体力的影响，或者要去计算体力啊，或者受到体力的裹挟啊。
Oh my god,
去考虑
dude.
怎么使用体力更有性价比，就希望大家更轻松一点。
那体力系统就是经过这样的大改，与之相关的系统要怎么
Are
调
we
整？
just
就
to
比
related
如
systems?
说
For example,
上次
trial
就
ranks
是比较
progression
卡进度
used
的历
to
练
be
等级系
tied
统呢
to？ stamina.
这个我来补充说
Let
明
me
一下
add
吧，
to
因为
that. Before the
之
trial
前
rank
的这
system
个
was
历练等级是
directly
和体
linked
力
to
算是
stamina
强相关的
usage.
啊，我们消耗体
Spend
力，然后
stamina,
获得历
gain
练
trial
经验，然后提升历练
EXP,
等
level up
级。
your trial
那么现
rank.
在体力
But now that stamina is
这个系统
gone,
删掉之后呢，我们对历
we
练等
reworked
级
it
这
the
个
whole
系
thing.
统也
What
做
is
了
it,
一些
like only
调
like a
整
few times
啊，
or
后
something
续
like
练
that?
等级将会与这个角
Scales
色
for
收
the
集进
character's
度、角色养成
collection,
进度、
character
武器收集
progression,
进度、
weapon
武器养成
collection,
进度，
and
然后
weapon
包
upgrades,
括我们
progress
的
dailies,
日
the
常啊、
sides,
支
quests, and
线、
the
主
main
线
story.
和这些系统更
Basically, it
更
tracks
相
all of
关一
your
些。
core
然后随
progress
着历练
progression
等
as
级
your
不断
trial
提升
rank goes
啊，
up.
会不断的解
You'll
锁
unlock
新的内
new
容
content
然后也会有解
along
锁
with
这
account
个
wide
新的全局
bonuses.
增益效果。当然，
And
之
of
前
course,
之前有的这个连
features
战
like
功能，以
missions
及说
repeat
多倍
and
掉
dungeon
落的
drops,
多倍
rate
掉落券的这个
doublers.
功能，我们还是做了一个保留，因为
We're
我
here
们
to
觉得
stay
这
since
两个
both
系统
systems
对
are
于
very helpful for
玩
farming.
家
That's
刷副本来说
interesting.
还是非常有帮助的。
确实。那体力系统呢，其实移除呢，其实我
Now
们
that the stamina
就是
system,
不需要
our
再有
main goal is
限
just
制
to
了，让
remove
玩家有更多的
restrictions. Players have more
想刷就
freedom
刷
to.
啦，想玩就玩啊。
If you want to
对
play
于想刷
casually,
的玩家
players
来
who
讲，
love
他
to
其实可以
grind,
尽
you
兴
can
的
go all
去
in
就不会说
without
我刷一半
getting
然后
cut
就没
halfway by
对
the
于休闲
stamina wall.
玩家来讲
As for
呢，其实
casual
也不用
players,
说
there's no more
一定要
pressure
被
to
体力
log
裹
in
挟，每
every
天强制
day
上线要清体力，
just
不
to
清
burn
体力就觉
stamina.
得
And
哇
if
我
you
好
miss it,
亏。
you
对
是感
stamina
觉
miss.
少上一天
Yeah,
就
miss one
比
day,
别人
double
落后
done,
一
you're
天，
already
很难
falling
受。
behind.
是的，是的
Exactly, totally.
我们希望
Interesting.
其实大家还是能够进游戏里面自由的体验，
It's
然
just
后
to enjoy the game,
去刷
farm
取
what
自
they
己想要的
want
东西，没有那么多的限
without
制。
getting boxed
介
in
绍
by
完体力系
restrictions
统之
now
后
that
呢
we，
大
covered
雄老师能不能
stamina.
再 详细
Can
给
you
我
walk us
们就是介
through
绍一下
changes we
抽
made
卡相
to the
关的改
gacha
动。
system?
关于抽卡呢，在
About
过
the
去的
gacha
游戏
system,
当中
back in the
是
last
开放了
test, we
新
made
免
it
费的
possible
获
to
取
obtain
机
weapons
那
through
个时候
free
大家想想还
gameplay.
蛮不
The
错的。
response was actually
那
positive,
整个抽
right?
卡模式
But
其实就如果按照
overall,
旧版的来
the
讲，
old
其实
gacha
大家压力
system
都还是蛮
still
大的，所以我
put a
们
lot
需
of
要做一些
players
调整。
in.
所以我们把角色的
So we
抽卡
removed the
也取消
gacha
了
for
武器的
characters
抽卡也取
and
消
for
了。
weapons
这个其实
too
对我们
to make the
玩法
board
本身
gameplay
来讲
loop
更自洽一
way
点。
more consistent.
所以其实针对
So with all
这
these
个调整来
adjustments,
说，其实我们的目的呢，
Our goal is
还是希望
simple. We
说
want
pay
to
to win
make
这件
sure
事情在我们
that
的整个
pay
游
to
戏当
win
中其实已
isn't a
经不
big
是那么重
deal.
要了。
in this game anymore.
我其实自己
In
上
the
次
last test,
也有抽了我们自己的
I
卡
pulled
池
on our
用了
our
后
old
因为
banner,
我们
and
之
since
前
we
是有一
had
个
that
不歪池的一
100%
个设
guaranteed
计。
banner setup,
其实抽那个池的时
I
候就
didn't
没有那
really
种
have
担
to
心，
worry.
只要攒够
As
资
long as
源
I
抽就
saved
完事儿
enough
了。
pulls, I
然
was
后其
guaranteed.
实
But
做
after
完
I
那
got
个
my
我
first
想说赛
psyche,
期
I want to
下一
level
个
up
这
her
个
in
一副的时候，哎，
Tron.
发现当抽到
Around
副的
40 or
时候还没有
50
抽过，
pulls
其实
in
我
with that,
越往下抽就越
I
担
started
心，
getting
因为我担心
nervous
自己会歪，
because I was scared
因
of
为
losing
歪这件事
50-50,
情
and
就非
that
常难
really
受，因为我
feels
攒了那么
bad.
久资源，
Saving up for
好不
so
容易说，
long,
哎，我
finally
想
ready
把
to
自己
invest
喜
on my
欢的角
favorite
色再
character.
往上养一养，然后歪了，
And
但
then,
结果真的就
bam,
歪
you
了，
lose.
对啊，
就歪了就很难受。
It feels awful.
其实我这边的话，我个人玩游戏
It's basically the same
也喜欢去
thing.
攒东西，我攒挺
I also
久，
like
然
to
后攒了
stockpile
很
on
多的资源，
resources,
就为
saving
了
up
抽这
for
个
that
角
one
色。
character I really want.
但
Dude,
是
that's
呢，我在抽
crazy,
之前我
dude.
还要担心，就是这个东西
Oh, the
我运
devs
气
lost
好不好？
50-50.
还要
Yep.
算。
对，我需要
Not
去
even
看
the
看我
devs can
这
win
段运气行不行？
50-50.
我不行的话，我都不敢抽。
对而且卡池这个东西吧，
That's crazy.
它是有个周期的。
There's
对，
always
然后
on
这
a
个卡
timer.
池
The
在
banner
这
only
段时
comes
间
as
开
a short
放，
window.
就卡池结束之后，我
Once
就
it
没有办法
ends,
拿
so
到这
there's
个
no way to
角
get the
色。这
character
点其
anymore
实也
for
是
a lot of
对
the
于
players,
很
and it
多
feels
玩
really
家来说是比较
punishing.
难受的一个。
对，其实像卡池周期
Exactly,
你
with
错过了就
limited
错
carrot
过了，
banner
你想再拥有
once
其实很困难。
okay.
对，然后其实，在我们全免费之后，
That's
其实
crazy,
目
though.
前我们没有这样的担忧了，大家可以放心去
Yeah,
玩游戏，
even
因为
they got
不
rid
管
of
怎么变，
the
我们角色都在那儿，
the
对，
gacha
所以你就
system
可
in
以放心
general,
的
to
大
be
胆的
honest.
去游玩它。
我觉得还有就
That's
是
this is
在这个
crazy.
卡
This
池
is
周期
fucking
内，其实我
crazy to
们
hear
很
this.
重要的一个点是
That is
抽到这个
the
角色，
biggest
我想
bombshell
要
I've
去组
ever
成一个配
heard.
对，我这个队伍的配置很重要，我在这个游戏里面的体验就更好。如果错过这个周期之后
But，if I missed the
那这个队
banner
伍可能
and
就
team count
就是搭不
might
起来了，
never
包
come
括一些
together like last
像我们
time.
上次赛期可
Like
以
it was
飞
the only character，
那
who
我
could
没有这个
fly,
角
and if
色
I didn't
错
pull
过了
her,
就错过了，
I
我就
completely
再也
missed
不
her and
能
lost
去
a chance
体
to
验这个飞
experience
行
the
技能。
flight.
对，就更好的去让玩家跟用户能够更早的去接触这些可以
Dive
玩的
into
内
the
容，
content sooner
去体验游戏本
and
身的
enjoy
乐
what the
趣。
game has to
大家的游
offer.
戏体验都
So
是一样的。
so
哎，
all the
对，是。
same, yeah.
所以作为一个玩家来讲，从我们自己的体验出发，包括玩家给我们的反
And
馈，
from the
我们
feedback,
说
that's
决定
what
在
we
公测版
decided
本
for
中删
global
除角
launch.
色跟武器
For
抽卡这
removing
个
the
东西，
gacha character
还有
and the
因为删
weapons,
除了
and
角色
since
武器抽
gacha
卡，
is
所以我们角
gone,
色武器的
the
星
old
级
star
呢，其实
rating
也
system
设
has
定
been
也都处理
scrapped
掉了。
too. What?
那在这个情况下，
So
所以我们要
instead
引
of
入一
we're
个
introducing a
丝
new
序片段
system
的这么一个
called
概念。那
Mindscape
通俗来讲，
shards.
这个丝序片段就
Basically,
是
they're
角色
character
对决。
fragments.
那调整这个系统之后呢，
Here
我
it
们
is.
整个角色跟武器的
There's
获取
two
方式
main
就有两
ways
种。
of getting characters and
那第一
weapons.
种呢，其
How
实
to
就
get
是通
characters
过
through
密函系
convert
统
commission
啊
systems.
刷取对应的
You can
角
farm
色
the
碎
exact
片，还有
fragments
武
of
器
your
铸造的材
character,
料。
gather materials and
那
craft
角色呢，
weapons.
就是
Character
碎片
unlock,
合
and you
成
can gather enough
来获得。那
fragments.
武器就
How
是
much
通
is for
过
the
刷
how
取
much is
的
it though?
这个叫武器的铸造材料来
Using
锻
the
造获得
materials you
那
farm.
第二点呢，其
The
实就是
second
可
way
以
is
在
through the in-game
商店界
shop.
面中直接购买成
There
品
you can buy the
的角
character
色碎片
fragments
跟
and
武
the
器。
weapons directly. Okay.
结合上面我们
And
说的
since
这个
stamina
叫
is gone,
实力系统取消，那玩家可以
Players can
免
freely
费刷
grind
取
freely for the
角色碎
fragments and
片和武器铸造
materials
材料，从而获得更
and use them
自己更喜欢
to
的
get
角色
exactly
跟
what
武器
they want. But what are the drop
不过
rates
上一次
though?
测试，就
Honestly,
是
the
委
last
托
is
密
the
函这个
cover
系
mission
统好像
gameplay.
在我这边
Didn't
体
feel
验不是
great
太
for
好，
me.
就是相
I'm
信
sure
屏
that a
幕
lot of
前的
players
玩家
watching felt
可
the
能也一样
same.。
然后大家担心的问题就
Concern
是
once
角色加
characters
入
got added
委
to
托密函
the
系统后
system,
是否会
wouldn't that create a bunch of
有同样
pain
很多堵
points?
点？针对这个我们会
So
怎么
what's
调
changing
整呢？
this time?
委托密函
We've
这个
actually
的话，
made
因为我
major
们做比较
adjustments to
大
the
调
cover
整，这
mission
里我就结
system.
合
Let's
图
walk
片为
through
大家
real
再
quick for
简
some
单介绍一
for
下。
some visuals.
然后因为角色加入
The
之后，
characters
我们
not
之
being part
前
of it,
委
the
托
old
密函
design
的
just
设
didn't
计
work
就
anymore.
不再 实用了。后续委托密函
New
将
Virgin
会
Cover
分
missions
为
is split into
角色、
3:
武器、
character,
魔之蝎
weapons,
3
and
种。
demon wedge.
角色密函的话
For
是可以通
character,
过
for
副本
characters, we get a
刷取的，
character.
然后也可以通过常驻的玩法获得。当然，我们也考虑到不同玩家的需求啊，游戏内也会
We're
同
also
时开
adding
放
fragment
角色碎
purchases
片
in
的
the
购买途
game.
径。这个购买的话，你可
You
以
can buy
只买
just
一片
one，
也
fragment
可以买2
or
片、3片，
2
这个
or
根据
3,
自己
however
需求
many
来就
you
可以。
need.
总体而言，我们是希
The idea is
望
to put the
把
choice
选择
in the
权交
player's
给玩家，
hands
并且整体刷
and
取
keep
的
the
体
fragment
验
farming
是高效
efficiency
的
and、low
轻松的，
stress.
大家可以根据自己
The
的
way
时
everyone
间
can play at
去
their
进行游玩。
what?
其实说人话的话，
I thought they would have abused
是
the
指每个
system,
碎
to be
片都是固
honest.
定的掉落，不会出现一个密
You
函
know
出现
exactly
多
what
个
we're
角
getting,
色碎片，
you're getting
是这样
right.
吧？
是的，是的，
Exactly.
就不会出现
You
这
won't get a
种
random
就是
character
一个密
fragments.
函里面开出
The
其他
covered
碎片的一个
missions, in covered
情况，就
missions,
我们
the
密
covered
函
mission
是一个
commissions of
1对1的
characters are
设计。
character
比
specific.
如说
For example,
我
if
要
I
刷
want
取丽贝
Rebecca,
卡，那我就
I
可
first
以
farm her specific
先从副
secret
本里面
letters
刷取
in
丽
a
贝卡的密
dungeon
函，然后将它
and
打
use them
开，
to
打开
challenge
后
and
你
will
只
only
会
drop
掉落
Rebecca
丽贝卡的角色
fragments.
碎片。并
The
且
secret
在
letters
密
are
函获取之
permanent
后，这个密函是永久有效的，并不会说
and
放
will
在
only
背包
expire
里一
in
段
your
时间之后，
inventory
这个密函
or
就失
disappear
效
over
了。
time.
那我还有一个
Got it.
问
Another
题，
question.
就是
From what I
角色
heard,
碎
you
片
buy
刚才听
characters
下来就
fragments
是
one
一
by
个一个的
one.
买，意思是如果
And
说
I already
我
farmed
刷碎
some
片
fragments.
刷了一半，
Does that
那
mean I
剩
can
下一
spend
半我
less
可
to
以半
unlock
价
a
购买
character?
吗？
对，这
Exactly,
个理
that's
解
how it
没有问
works.
题。就是 我们
On the
在
screen
界
in the
面里
bottom
面，
right,
在
you'll
合成
see
的
a
时候可以
progress
看到右
bar.
下角，其实会有
there
显
it
示
is,
当
30
前
out
你
of
这个角
30,
色已经
showing
获
that
得
you've
碎片的进度，
collected
以及说如果你要
and the
把它合
remaining
成出来之
cost
后，你还需要花费
to
的
unlock a
钱。
character
当你
fully,
刷取
and
碎
more
片越来越
fragments
多
you
的时候，其实你
farmed.
需要花的钱会越来越少啊，到最
I've
后就是
seen
可以
I've seen
免费
this
获得。
mechanic before.
哦，哎，那这样如果我想要获得
But
所
wait, if
有
I
的
wanted
角
to
色，
collect all the
是不是
characters,
很累？
wouldn't it be
那你
crazy
放
enough?
心，
Don't worry about
那我
it.
们游戏呢
In
其
our
实
game,
是
you
有
actually
AI 队友
have
协
AI
助可以使
combat
用的。
partners to help
那我
out.
们其实
The
初
whole
衷也是
idea
希望
of making
大
your
家可以
farming
玩起
lighter
来更
and
轻
less
松的，在
stressful.
刷取的过
With
程当
AI
中 ，AI 会
assisting
帮你承担
you,
不少的工作。其实你就可以
you
做到
can grind while
一边
listening
玩
or
一
watching
边
a
听
show
听
or
小
just
说、
chilling
看
with
电视剧、
music.
听音乐都可以。所以我们希望的
So
是
with
说，
this
这
design,
套模式呢
we
是希
hope
望大
that
家
players
玩起
can
来更轻
enjoy a
松、更没有压
casual,
力的。
pressure-free
那总之，其实
experience.
未来我们
And
的
the
角
characters
色
and
和武
weapons
器
are
就是
now
纯免费模式
100%
了。不同
free.
的
The
角
secret
色内
letters
涵
tied to the
只是获取途径
characters.
不同啊，其他都是一样
The
的。
only difference is, wow, dude,
那
that's
光靠今
crazy.
天的直
Just
播
hearing
讲
the
解，其
explain
实
here
可
on
能理解
stream
起来
might
会有
not
点复杂，因为信息
might be a
量
lot
很
to
大。
digest, but there's a lot of
所以呢，我们
information
后
to
面
go.
小段这
So
边可能会有
afterwards,
更多的准备的一些图
we'll
文
be
栏
putting
目，
together a detailed
方
visual
便大
guide
家
to
更
help
高
you
效的去理
get
解
the
我们
hang
这
of
个
it
改动。
quickly.
是本次这
Since
个
the
密
whole
函改
system
动
rework is
确实
pretty
是比较复杂，
complex.
所以我们这边也
We'll
会
be
准
sharing
备
more
更为
in-depth
详细
rules
的密函的规
breakdowns.
则，然后帮助大家
You can get
在上
familiar
线
with the
前
system
也
before you
更
jump
好的了解这个
in.
系统。
Okay.
不过小段老师啊，就
But
是我还有个问
XD,
题，
I
刚
have
才我
another
们所聊
question.
的那
Earlier
个
we talked about the
就是
old
关于
rate of banners.
UP 卡池
Uh-huh.
这个，我们后续
How
会
are we
怎
going to
么调整？
handle that
啊，
going
因为我们
forward?
现在
Since
所
all
有
characters
角
are
色都是
free
免费了，
now,
所以其实
rate
在我
of
们游戏里面
banners
就没有这个
are
UP
just
的这
aren't
个
a
概
thing
念了。
anymore.
所有角
All
色在
of
时
our
装之
playable
后
characters
就
will
可
always
以
be available through covert
一直通过密函获取，
commissions.
它不存在
It's
说
not like
进入密函之
they'll
后
be
过一段时间
farmable
又
for
从
a
密函
while
消
and
失
then
这样的一个
suddenly
情况。
not.
然后这些因为刚才前面也说了，我们密
Like we
函
said
开始其
before,
实都是
secret
免费
letters
的，
don't
所以你的
cost
角色
anything, so the
你相当于
characters
也
you
是免费
unlock
获得，并
don't
且
cost anything either.
可
This
以
way
一
you
直
can
养
keep
成
leveling
养
up
成
them
到
up
满
the
负的一个
way
状
to
态。
max.
那我们会对过去的角
Are
色
we
和
going to
武
tweak
器
the
在
stats
数值上
of
进行
old
调整
characters and
吗？就是
weapons?
如果要调整
Or
的
does
话，咱
there
们
be
后续还
another
会有
round of
测试吗？
testing? Would there be
这个
another?
肯定是要调
Yeah,
整的，
definitely
因为我
something
们
like that
把
since we've
这
removed
个
the
角色和
star
武器
rating
的星级
system
这个概念已
for
经去掉
characters
了
and。
那么
weapons.
对于过
All
去
the old
的
ones
这个角色和武器的数值方面都要做一些调整。
have to
然后关
rebalance
于测试的话，因
everything,
为
and since we
前
also
面有
removed
提
the
到又有
stamina
体力改动，然
system
后又有卡池的改
and
动，
took out
其实这个
banners,
改
all
动
these
是一
adjustments
个
build
非
up
常
a
大的
pretty
改动，
major
所以
overhaul,
我
and
们
our
运
live
营这
op
边还是
teams
会
is
考虑
planning
后面
to
做一
roll
个
out test
这个
servers.
测试服的
Oh, we're having
概
another
念啊，
test?
后面会通过官方
We'll
社
post
媒
recruitment
发布一
infos
些
on
招
our
募的信
social,
息
on our official
然后
socials.
招募一些玩
Invite
家
a
来
small number of
提前
players
体验到我们的这个
and try the
改
new
动后的
build
版本，然后
early.
并且
Share
给到我们
feedback
一
with
些
us
修改意见
and，share
帮助
feedback.
我们在
And we
公
can
测
fine
前
tune
再
everything
去
for
对产品进行
before
一些打磨。
global launch.
主要是咱
Since
们
the
这次
system
这么
contains
大
so
的改
many
动，
major
然
changes,
后
there's
包
still
括
a
玩
lot
家
of
和我
things
们在内，其实
players
都有很
and
多
honestly
就是会有
even
不
us
清
don't
楚的地
fully
方。
understand yet.
其中就
And
是
there's one
肯
tough
定会有一
question
个比较
that's
尖锐的
bound to
问
come
题。
up.
咱们后续
How will the game make money and keep?
这个
Yeah,
靠什
yeah.
么
How are
赚
you
钱
gonna
呢？
make money?
然后产品后续的商业化
What's the
要
new
怎么调整？
monetization plan?
是这样的，商业
So here's the
商业
deal.
化方面呢，
When it comes to
其实我
monetization,
们
we're
会将
shifting
整体的
completely
重
to
点都调整
cosmetics.
到外观售卖。角色皮肤、武器皮
Character
肤，
outfits,
还有
weapon
角
skins, and
色
all
饰
kinds of
品等外观呢，
accessories.
都是我们产品后续
So
的
there
主
are
要
things
付费
that
内
players
容。
can pay
那
by
相较于
going
过去
forward
版本，其实
compared
我
to
们还会
earlier
更增
versions.
加
We're
更多
adding a
更
lot
新
more
的外
cosmetic
观内
options
容。
this time.
那这边就简单展
Let's
示一
give
下
it
我
a quick
目前正在
preview
做
to
的
the
一些
ones
外
we're
观。
working
那我们
on.
先来看福叔的
Here's
泳
Fushu's
装皮肤。
swimsuit
因为
outfit.
这个泳装皮是负面版本，而且这个皮肤我感觉和它原
Damn,
皮
dude.
相差很大呀。
啊，是，其实我们
My
在设计
God,
这个
Oli,
服饰泳
I'd
装
pay
的
for
时候，
that,
是
to
希
be
望做一
honest.
些反
How
差
much
的。
is it
然后
though?
并且
How
呢，
much
这
are
个
you
新的泳
charging
装
for
皮肤在
this?
原本的基础上，我们还增加了更多
New
的
outfit
特效
comes
表
with the new
现，
visual
让它变得
effects,
更精
makes
致、
it
更
even
华
more
丽的。
polished and
我记得
flashy.
好像之前还有一个
Didn't we
沙
also
滩
have
的
a
需求，
beach
也是和
scene
服饰
planned
相
for
关的。
Fushu?
好像没有放
I
出
don't think
来。
that's
哎，
one's
接
been
下来
shown
这
yet.
个服
Fushu's
饰的相
beach
关的场
theme
景来了，
backdrop.
那就是它这个沙滩的小布景。啊，我们在场景当中是可以招
You
出
can
这样
drop
的
it
一
into
个
the
小布景
scene.
的，配合服饰的
And
泳
when you
装，
pair it with the
能看出来它
swimsuit,
这
the
个
whole
画
vibe
面是
comes
非常的清晰
across
亮丽
super
的。
fresh and vibrant.
这个其实因为我只看过
I've
原
only seen the
画，然后我
concept
看
art
上
and
面
noticed there's a lot
很
of
多
accessories.
小的这个视频，那这
God
个
damn, 100 per
小的这
try.
边是不是有非常多的细节？
对，你能看图里面，其实资产量
You can tell
虽
from
然
the
它比
artwork,
较
even
小，资
though
产量还是
it's
比较多
it's
的。
actually a lot of packed
包括
in,
像
different
很多的
textures.
材质，
It's a
有
lot
一些
though.
海浪、沙子，
Waves,
包括
sand.
天空中也有一个假的太阳，这样去营造了一个炎炎夏日这种夏日氛
It's
围。
like early concept art right
能够
here.
更多就是更好的去衬托
Really
出来
sets
我
off
们泳装
the
的
swimsuit
这样的一个
theme.
气氛。
你可以想象福叔到时候
Picture
站在那
Fuchu
个小椅
lounging
子
on the
上
on the little
喝个
beach
小鸡尾
chair,
酒，那很
sipping a
爽。
cocktail is a
那我
total
们
vibe.
刚才其实看了
必须
辅助的
是
皮肤，
outfit
然后也看了战略
So
道
we
具
looked
啊
at the we looked
那
at
我
set
们
piece, but what
其
about
他
the
的
other
角色怎么办？
characters?
未来不会
We're
就
just
这
some
一
make
套
just
服
one
来做
outfit,
吗？
right?
有，我们
course not.
其实
Outside
除
of
了
Fushu
复苏皮肤
swimsuit
之外，其实每个版本呢，
With
其实我
every
们还有
update,
不
we'll
同
roll
的
out
主
new
题系
theme
列的。
outfits
哦
series. Holy
那例
shit,
如
dude!
会有圣诞
We're
皮肤
working on a
系列
Christmas outfit
圣诞
lineup.
皮肤是
Damn, they're
怎么
working
样
on
的
a
呢？
Christmas
能
theme
不能
already? Well,
看一
that
下
is coming up soon.
我们也给你们
What
展
about
示一
what about
下我们
Halloween
目前
though?
在做的一系列的圣诞皮肤。
God, oh my lord, that back exposure.
哦，原来是圣诞主题。那我们之后是不是还有
Good
其他节日
lord.
或者其他
Oh
的主
my
题呢？
god.
有。那我们未来呢，除了新
Beyond
皮
new
肤之外，
outfits.
我们还会
We'll
有一
also be
些
upgrading
针对致
the
命
three
预测试之后
outfits
对3套已
and
经
from the
有的
close
皮肤
from the
进行优
second
化。
close beta. Hey,
丰富了
nice.
皮肤的细节。
Ooh, that looks nice actually. Yeah, more detail. Yep,
皮
we
肤
did.
的
We did say we
这个
wanted more
特效，还
detail
有
in
武
this
器
because they
皮肤的
feel
特效。
very like they're good,
此
but
外
they're
呢，
not
我
that
们还
great
对
though.
所有的角色模型
We're
以及
updating every
效果
character's.
都进行了
Oh,
改
interesting. Ooh, that's nice. That's actually really nice. Nothing really different
这
from
是
there.
角色部分啊。
嗯
那接下来场景部分，小智你给大
Not
家
bad, not bad.
好，那我来展示一
Let me
下
show you
最
the
近
latest
场景
progress.
的迭代
We've
进
made
度。
on
就比如说我们的
environments.
冰湖
Take
城，
Ice Lake as an
主
example.
要是有
We've
4方
updated
面
the
的
four
迭代。
major
第一
ways.
方面是
First,
材质的
materials
纹
and
理，主要进
textures,
行
and
的是
bumped up the
纹理
texture
的精度提
resolution.
升，还有就是
Oh,
材质
added
的
more fine
细
details
节迭
to
代
the。surfaces.
第二方
Okay,
面是
okay.
光
Second
影，
is lighting.
主要是
Hey,
迭代成
been
了更
upgraded
加
more
真实的
realistic
光照。
looks.
然后
Nice.
第三呢是
Third,
添加
we've
更
added
多的
more
店铺，
shops. Oh, nice.
还有对
Okay.
应
A
的
little bit
这个
touches to
店
make the
铺的
city
人
feel
文痕
alive.
迹，
Feel
主要
live
是为
in.
了
Ah,
强
there
化
it
城
is.
内的人
It
文
feels
人
more
文的氛围。
alive.
然后第四
Hey,
是
let's go.
从
They're
城市的
finally
街道，
addressing it
然
because
后
it
到
looked
单
kind
个
of
建筑，
dead.
再到这个
The
建筑
cluster of
的
props and around them. That's
周
pretty
边的
good
群
actually.
落、
That's not bad.
装饰，
What
然
about
后
the
从每个
NPCs
层次
though?
的
We've
细节
layered
颗
an
粒度
extra
上都
an
做了
extra
进一步
detail
的
with
丰
every
富，然后主
scale.
要是为了增
The
加
idea
这
makes
个
the
场景
scene
细节
feel
的
more
层次。
immersive. Okay, that's good. That's
以
good.
上
What
这
about
么
the
大的一
NPCs
些
though?
改动呢，还有品质提升。说实话，其实我们项目组大家都
Damn, they
非
worked a
常
lot
的
though. Really
努力
fucking
和辛
fast
苦。
though. Jesus.
那这里呢，其实也非常感谢
Thanks
上
to
一次测
players
试的玩家
from the
给
last
我们的
test
那个真诚的
and
建
your
议，
honest
还有
feedback
信任。
and the trust you've
就是
placed
因为有这
that
些，
they
所
give
以
us
才是我们
makes
改动的
bold
动力。
changes before launch.
这个我们
Yes,
非常感谢每一
absolutely.
位这
Thank you for every player who shared their
反馈意见
thoughts.
的玩家。那么在介绍
Now,
完
as we
体
cover
力
the
系统
changes
以及商业
to
化的这个
stamina
调
and
整之后，
monetization,
针对知名测
back
试，
in the
我们
second
其
close
实发了
beta
一个
test
总结回顾
review,
嘛。然
combat,
后今天是不是也可以
we
向
promised
大家
some
这
other
个汇
improvements.
报一下
Combat.
那些更细节的一些优化
Can you
进
walk
度
us？through the more details
首先有
today?
一点
Let's
就是
start
大
with
家
a
也
lot
比
of
较
players
关
asked
心的，
about
就
combat.
是我们的主角夜
The
航篇的
protagonist
玩
from
家
chapter
在公测版
Noctiager
本
was
可以
officially
正式进
joined
入
the
可以自己的
loadout
角色，
system.
加入我们的整备系统。
哦，那就是和其他角色一样，就是我可以自己操纵自己，然后再这个进行
Oh,
战
we
斗
can
啊、
finally play
做
with the
行
main
动这些。
character.
对的。
Oh, I
挺好。那
see.
其他
Oh,
还有
that's
什么？
cool actually.
还有一
Finally.
点是大家比较关心的
Another thing
副本
players
玩
asked
法优
for
化
is。that we made changes to
就
dungeon
如之前公告我
gameplay
们说
as
的，
we
我
announced
们其实
earlier.
移除了
The
所有
dungeon
副本的时间
time
锁。
limits had been
太
removed.
好了，太好了。
啊，我们
That's
仅保
awesome.
留
So
了
the
刷
dungeon
怪
only
的
tracks
数量
enemies
还有
count
目
and
标。
objectives.
只要你刷得越
Oh,
快，我们时间就
nice.
越
I
短。
like that, to be honest.
太好了，3分钟的限时我们
No
再
more
也不用了
3-minute。timers. That's
那除此
good.
之外，其实我们还有增加了一
We've
个
also
叫
added a new feature
AI
called
自动召唤的
Combat
功能。
Partner Auto
那其实我们
Summon.
上一次游戏
In the
里
last
面
test,
有
a
很
lot
多
of
玩家
players
并不
didn't
知道
even
我们
realize in the
用
combat
AI
partner
召
system
唤。
in dungeons.
嗯
Oh yeah,
所
people
以我们
forgot
这
you
次
can't
呢，
summon.
给大家加
Yeah,
了一个自
we've
动召
added
唤
the
的。
auto version of
这个
it.
功能基本上是默
It's
认会开启
basically
的。
be on
所
by
以呢，有这个功
default.
能，它就
With
可以
this
帮
feature,
助玩
players
家
can
更好
tackle
的去
dungeons more easily.
副本
Okay, so you don't
游
manually
玩
turn it on.
更轻松
I
一些。
see.
其实副本的坐牢点，我
But
感
honestly,
觉还不
dungeon
止这一点，就是
pain
上一
points
次
go
测
beyond.
试
But， back in
包
the
括
last
之前
test, even before.
我在
But
PC
what
上
about
去
the
玩的，
combat though?
然后主要是我的
Especially during
在螺旋飞跃
the
的时
Helix
候，
Leap
在键盘
section.
上我手指
My
头
fingers
特
were
别的
getting
累，
wrecked on the
要
keyboard.
按不停的按，不
Wait,
停
is
的
this
按，
the
因为耐
is
久度
this
一
the
直在下降
parkour?。
然后呢，所以说我们这
They
次
made
在
any
基
changes.
础移
We
动
made
上
any,
有没
have
有
you
做
made any
相应的
changes?
调
Oh,
整？
to basic
有
movement.
这次针对
So they
基础
made
移
two
动
major
是我们做
upgrades to
2个
movement.
调整，然后第一个是我们
First
增
one
加了
key,
一
the
键
Helix
螺旋
Leap.
飞跃的功能，然后在 PC 上可以
You can
大家可以
remap the
自
key
定义
however
的
you like.
修
Okay,
改这个
well,
按钮。
okay.
这样的话，无论是
So whether
在
your key,
是 PC
okay,
的玩家
okay.
还是手柄
That's
端
not
玩
really
家
nothing really
都可
important.
以比较轻
Pulling
松
off a
的
Helix
实
Leap
现这个螺旋
is
飞
way
跃。
easier
另外
now.
一个是我们增
Second,
加
we've
了
added
疾跑
sprint
功能
mode.，
我还是以 PC 端举例
Oh.，
我们只要按住
Finally,
Shift 键
freaking
就可
A,
以进入
dude.
疾跑模式
You'll，sprint straight
然
away.
后
That's good.
只要长
Hold it for
按
2
大概2秒
seconds.
左右就会一直保持
You
这
can
个
enter
疾跑
into
状态，你
sprint
不需要
mode.
说一
No
直
more
摁着
mashing
起来
buttons,
也
no
会
more
比较
finger
累。
cramps.
那么
Thank
角色进入
God.
疾跑状态之后呢，
Once in
就
sprint
比
mode,
较大
you
的
can
缩
cut
短了我
down a
们这个
ton of
跑的
travel
时
time
间。
across the map. Thank
除
fucking
此
God,
之
to be
外，我们也
honest.
在冰湖城还有金
We
叶
added
岛
a new
各个地方
grapple
都增加了一
system.
些钩索点。
Oh wow.
靠
they
近
had
之
a
后
grappling
点
in
击
this
这个
game
我
too.
们键盘上的 F 键，就可以直接进行快速的位
Looks
移，
slow though.
真正的做到一
Basically
键
one
上
of the
房顶。
parkours onto the rooftops.
嗯
Okay, that's
不得
cool.
不
That's
说，这个
cool.
改动确实好，
I've got to say
算是
that's
救了大家
a,
的小
especially
拇指。
everyone's poor pinky
其实
fingers.
除了移动坐牢
Aside
之
from the
外，
movement
一些指引
fixes,
的功能
we
优
rolled
化
out a
我们
lot
也
of
同
some
步加上了。
quality life
那比如说
tweaks.
委托密函，除了
As
前
an
面已经
example
提
of
到
big
的大改
overhaul,
动，其实
we
还有2
wrote
个小
down,
优
we
化
made 2 smaller
以前呢，
improvements.
分别就是以前我们的密函
Took
其
a letter
实是
renamed
全
by
数字，
numbers.
看不清楚是什么
You，can
要点开
tell
看
okay,
好麻烦。
one
是我
by
之
one
前比如说
totally.
刷
Farm
赛时的
Psyche
密函
when
的
I
时
was
候，
farming
我都还
Psyche's
得
love
背那个
letter,
数
had to
字，它
memorize
是
the
比如说
code.
S 好像是 S016
Like
对吧？
SO16,
对，那
right?
然后我打开那个背包，发现
Like my
我从
inventory
其他副本掉落那些
got
密函
information.
都是数字非常大，然后我比如说我要去刷一把武器的时候，我只能一个一个去找。
对你并不知道自己刷的是什么。
是的，是的。
所以我们的优化其中一个就是说，我们会把对应的图标放在上面，所以你很清楚的自己要刷什么。
那找起来就快多了。
对，然后并且呢，增加一个点击之后更快速的指引到你要刷的地方去。这是第一个。第二个呢，其实我们铸造系统优化，之前也是有很多玩家反馈，就是我们非要回据点才能铸造，也很麻烦。
是。
对，搞得其实我们铸造显得非常的痛苦。所以我们现在的调整就是让我们铸造随时随地都可以打开，并不会让你强制传送到一个地方才能打开。
Oh, interesting. Okay.
这个我感觉算是史诗级优化。
还有一些同时我们那个铸造也加了一个材料图鉴，让你更清楚的看到你的材料是在什么地方产出。
Okay, that's pretty
之前
cool.
就是造武器，在没有获得图纸之前，我是不知道
You have no idea
造
how
这
many
个武器
coins
后
and
面，比
mats
如说
will
需要
be
很多的
needed.
土地啊，需要很多其
When
他
it came
的
to
铸造
crafting,
素
when it
材
came to crafting a
然后
weapon.
等真的拿到这张图
By the time
纸
you
再
finally got
开
the
始去刷的时候
blueprint,
又浪费了比较
it's
多
already
的
too
时
late
间，
that you
然
have
后
to
要
start
从头
grinding
开始去
such
刷。
a
其
huge
实
waste
像
of time, and
能
since you
够
checked
很
the
早的看
requirements
到我们需
early,
要什么的话，其实对于玩家来说，
weapon
刷这个
crafting
造武器的效率大
feels
大
way
提
more
升。
efficient.
其实针对上册中的那些做
About
到
all
体验，
these
基本上我们的目的就比较简单，就是想要玩家更
Just
简
want
单、
players
更
to
轻
enjoy
松
the
去
game,
玩我们的游
less
戏，不要有太
grind
大
and
的
less
负担。
stress.
那也是我们上次确实经历
Last time
的。
on board
所以
was
呢，我们
clear
其实除
beyond
了这
everything
些
that
之
we've
外，其
mentioned
实还有做了
today.
非常多的
Tons
大
of
大小
quality
小
of
的
life
一些改动，
improvements.
目的就是让
I'll
玩家
focus
更
on
简单、
making
更
the
轻
game
松。这里就不
creating
一
the
一举例了。
friction.
那我们接下来聊我们后续的
Let's
一
talk
些
about some of the
体验的
upcoming
优化
gameplay
内容。
improvements.
那首
Combat.
先其实就是我们主
First
线剧情当中的
okay,
表
cinematic
现也是
presentation.
我们
Okay.
大家也反
A
馈
lot of players
我们
mentioned
其
that
实
some
有
of the
很多
cutscenes
的
and
站
performances,
桩啊、过场
felt
都不是
lame. Yes,
是有些
yes.
镜头
Some
很迷
shots were
惑，
really
就是
uh-huh.
对一个镜头过去，发现背后有一个特别大的灯，然后也看不清楚，
Okay,
对
okay.
对对，
情况挺
Okay,
多
so
的
we。saw a
所以
lot
我
of
们
tons, so we've been putting a ton of
也
work.
继续的按
Okay,
照我
okay.
们这个努力去把我们的
Polish
站
both
桩过场
the
演出
static
表现
dialogue
都做得更
performance
好。
and the cutscene.
然后这里面其实我们
Okay.
也新增了
Oh,
更多
new
的一些表现，
cinematics.
比如说我们
Okay.
新的站桩的
Improved
镜头
cam angles during
新的对
conversations.
话的
Okay,
表
more
情
expressional
新的
facial.
口型
Okay, proper
整
lip
体剧情的
syncing.
表现力我们
Story
都做了一
presentation
些
feels
提
more
升。
immersive now.
然后
Oh,
其他还有，其实
a big thing.
我们很多
Uh-huh.
玩家其实是比较喜欢
Love
和
play
朋友
with
一起玩
friends.
的。
Okay,
其实
that's
上次
really
中其实很
cool.
多
That okay. I'm
这个
curious.
大
I'm
家
very
想一
curious
起
though.
和朋
I'm
友一起上模这
skeptical,
些
but I'm
其
curious.
实没有这个功能。然后
Demon
在后
wedge
续版本
farming.
中
Uh-huh.
我们会把
All
所
dungeons
有
will
的副本
support
都开放
co-op.
联机
Okay,
功
that's
能，
pretty
包括
cool.
魔这些副
Including
本，
demon wedge
大家都可以
commission,
叫
so
上
you'll
好
be able
朋
to
友
invite your
一起刷。
buddies and farm
然
together.
后未
That's
来呢，我
cool. I
们
like
也
that.
会开发更多
Bring
新
out
的
brand
联
new
机玩
co-op
法，然
modes.
后来丰
Okay,
富大
to
家
keep
这个
things
联机体
fresh.
验。
Okay,
当然，喜
okay.
欢一个人
Of course,
玩
if
的
you
这个
prefer
单
playing
机
solo, no worries
单
at
人游戏的
all.
玩家也不用担心啊，所有的联机内容都
Co-op
是非
content
常
is
值得。
totally optional.
包
Okay,
括我
okay.
们冰户城的这个多
I'd
人
be
广场，
curious if they
在
like
公测
did
版
the
本中也会
cutscenes
增
that
加
I had
这
issues with the
个
game
控制按
itself,
钮
you
啊，
know?
玩家可以自己选择是否要开始。
Entirely.
哦，所以说之前那
So
个
that's
沙
where
滩
the
动
beach
作就是
scene
放在
comes
这
in
里用。
handy.
对对对
Uh-huh,
对
uh-huh.
对。
还有一个我想起来了，
And that
嗯，
有
reminds
一个非
me.
常重点的东西。我们
Combat.
上一次测试呢，其实移动端
Come
表
on,
现惨
man.
不忍
Talk
睹。
about the
不能算一个表情
combat,
包
man.
问号。
对对 对，
No,
这
this
里
is
呢其实
Warframe
确实我
anime.
们
That's
上
what
次
it
那
is.
个确实没有做好，所以这里还是
At
要
the
跟各位
at the Fox
社员
Hunters,
说
sorry
声
about
对不起。
that.
对不起，对不起。
对，然
We're
后
sorry.
所以我们
Which is why.
所以那就我来给大家最后展示一下我们这个移动端的优化进度，因为我们之前有提过说，在移动端有一些比较阶段性的成果的时候，是需要给大家来看一下的。好，那大家就看一下屏幕中的这个优化后的视频效果。我们主要针对不同的机型做了适配优化，从画面表现、帧率、流畅度等各个方面，比上一次呢都有比较明显的提升。当然，这个不是我们最终的版本，我们到公测前还会继续做提升。包括公测后也会根据大家的这个实际反馈然后去对这个移动端去进行适配。希望公测版本能够以更好的一个表现与大家见面。
那以上展示内容呢，就是目前的一些优化进展了。 当然还有各种的细节调整，那就在各位玩家公测的时候进行体验啊。
大郑老师，其实我们前面聊了那么多，都是提到了公测。那我们现在公测的时间是不是已经确定？
没错，我们已经定好了。二重螺旋将会在2025年10月28号全球多平台公测上线。那我再总结一下。全角色、全武器免费，体力限制取消，商业化模式改动，还有我们目标只有一个，希望给大家带来更多的游戏体验以及更简单、更轻松的游玩乐趣。那其实都聊了这么久了，然后现在我其实也想说一些比较掏心窝子的话。为什么我们要调整这些东西？说白了就是，用户的付费习惯，付不付费取决于他对你的产品认可。所以我们不会去做太多现在按照市场的规定更多的其实是希望本身上来讲，用户先来玩，你值得认可我们的产品，你再支持我们的产品。所以我们只有一个目的，就是你只要能来玩，我们就非常开心了。
我们就还是希望就是玩家能来体验一下，然后感受一下我们的游戏。如果觉得不好，那么也请你就是告诉我们哪里觉得体验不好，
对，
我们后续继续改进。
对，我们也会一直持续的收听到大家的建议跟反馈，我们继续努力去调整，让我们的产品变得更好，大家更认可，更加判定好我们的价值是符合它的需求。对，所以我们还是本质上就是希望我们是一个没有压力、更轻松的这么一个游戏，让大家没有付费压力去畅想，我们去享受游玩我们这个过程的这么一个游戏。最后你认可了，你再支持，我觉得都是可以的。
刚才我们其实聊了很多游戏内的东西，那我们现在就由我这边讲一下一些游戏外的我们准备的内容。第一个是我们的 H5 活动攀登螺旋飞跃正式上线了，大家这个时候可以扫一下我们屏幕上的二维码参与我们的活动，点点手指一键飞跃，参与就可以获得游戏奖励。然后在后续的公测预热阶段呢，我们也准备了非常多的角色档案、玩法，然后包括系统攻略等等这些互动栏目，包括我们前面有提到的测试服的招募，大家可以多多关注我们的官方设备，多与我们互动。
同时呢，我们美术同学也会持续去做好美术的细节优化，以更进一步的画面表现与大家见面。
那距离公测还有一段时间，那我们会继续在正式上线之前。继续优化和打磨我们在进行中的内容，以争取以最高的完成度，以最好的效果面对大家。期待10月28号跟大家正式见面。
10月28号见，
拜拜。Thanks for watching. See you. Damn, dude, they didn't talk about the combat though. That's what the fuck? That's crazy though.
What's the meaning of wielding this sword?
A new trailer.
Long ago, someone told me that swords are meant for conquering. But this is not the answer I want. The meaning of wielding this sword. I have found my own answer! Together, we shall face the future. That's why I'm wielding this sword.
Oh, my eyes! No, it's the same character. Interesting. All characters and weapons free to unlock, dude. That is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, dude. What is everyone thinking here? W devs, former. Free W devs. Cinema WW. That's interesting. That is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my... I'd be curious what Ryuku-sensei has to say about it, to be honest. That's fucking crazy, dude. Everything is free, dude. The character, the weapons. Bro, that is probably the most biggest bombshell. But the problem is what I have about this game itself. Okay, so they addressed the lighting in the game. They addressed the how the town and the world feels kind of dead. It doesn't feel very lively. It doesn't feel very alive. So they've addressed that issue. They have not addressed the combat, which I want them to address the combat, because the combat is what I just did not like whatsoever.
Chat feels their hand being magnetically pulled to their wallet. LUL.
What else? They got rid of the stamina system for dungeon farming, so there's no more stamina system anymore. They got rid of the gacha system completely, so there is no gacha system whatsoever. They're going the cosmetic route and making cosmetic stuff. That's very interesting. I wonder if they have a feature so I can play one-handed. Okay, buddy. That is interesting. That is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. A gacha game completely changing from basically like from the pay to win aspect to basically free to play. It's basically free to play with cosmetics buying. But okay, they did address about like certain cutscenes and everything feeling like pretty stale and everything like that. So I'm very curious if they address the Psyche scene, Dr. Hendrix's scene when he's dying and everything, and certain other scenes. Like later on or so, it got better, but the first chapter of the cutscenes, it just didn't felt really great. Second one was pretty okay, but it could have been a little bit better, to be honest. But like, that's crazy though. They make the most of their money through cosmetics. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone is a free-to-play now. I can't be free-to-play god anymore. Lost all meaningless now. What do you guys think, chat? Chat, what do you specifically guys think about this? I think it's a very fucking bold-ass move, to be honest, in my personal opinion. It's very bold, but the question is, like the biggest question I have or so is specifically, how is the combat? The combat is what I'm concerned the most, because it wasn't that great in the first beta, and it still wasn't that great in the second beta. My question is, how is this going to be in the third beta? So, with a new overhaul. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is just the combat itself. We have a new running. We can now run in the game now, which is fucking finally. We got grappling as well in the game, which is fantastic. That's true. How much are the skins? How much are they charging for the skins? Jokes aside, bold, if they become successful, they just have to permanently change the gacha landscape. That'd be pretty interesting, to be honest. Combat is great. You can play with one hand. Shut the fuck up. Combat, oh my. And that's the only thing. So, anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. That is fucking crazy, dude. That is the most wildest thing I've ever heard. It is now free. Everything is free. That's crazy. That is honestly the craziest thing I've ever heard for today from a gacha game. Literally, honestly. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And let me know if you guys are gonna try Duet Night Abyss, you know, down in the comment sections down below. Let me know did this interested you? Does this kind of like change your opinion on the game itself? You know, like for those who were like skeptical about it, now there is no gacha system in general. So anyways, let me know down in the comment sections, and peace.